Okay class, so today's presentation is going to be on contemporary performance art and film and sound art. And as I hope you'll see, both Dada and Fluxus, which we covered before, can be seen as direct precursors to all of these contemporary art styles and movements. So I want to talk about the first artist, Tashing Shea, who is one of my absolute heroes. He is most known for his one-year performances, which he created 5 in a row. And these works stretch durational performance art into a whole new realm. So he starts with a piece called Cage Piece, in which he puts himself in a cage for a year, not allowing himself to talk, read, watch TV, listen to music, really do anything. He had a friend come to bring him food and take away his waste every day. His next piece was Time Clock Piece, in which he punched a time clock in his studio on the hour every hour, 24 hours a day for a full year. So this meant he was not able to sleep or leave the area of his studio for more than 1 hour at a time. For this piece, he shaved his head at the beginning of it so that each photograph that was taken on the hour sort of showed the progression of time. His next piece was Outside Piece, in which he did not allow himself to enter into a building or shelter of any kind for an entire year while living in New York City. For this piece, he created daily maps showing where he walked. Rope Piece, in which he tied himself with an 8-foot rope to his partner, although they were not allowed to touch each other for an entire year. And then lastly, he made a piece called No Art Piece, in which he did not make, talk about, view, or involve himself in the art world in any way for 1 year. And with all of these pieces, he created certain types of documents like posters or maps or photographs that constitute the record of the performance. So all of the artists in the presentation following him are going to be involved in film or sound. And as I mentioned, Dada and Fluxus can both be seen as direct precursors to all of these artists. So you could really just think about film as being performance recorded, right? So for your question of the day today, what you're going to do is take one of the artists in today's presentation and then compare that to a work or to an artist from Dada or Fluxus, and sort of think about how this contemporary artist might have been influenced by that previous movement or artist or specific work that you decide to talk about. So you could really think about it in terms of like, what did those previous artists give these contemporary artists kind of permission to do? How did those earlier artists break these barriers, and then allowing these more contemporary artists to kind of do the same and to continue to push those boundaries? So I look forward to hearing what you come up with.